Hello, everybody. I'm Jenny Johnson with Fargo Monthly, and today I'm here with the one and only Ashland Craft. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good. We were just discussing that she's in South Carolina and she's sitting out on her porch, and we had another 3 inches of snow today. So we are counting down the days until we can have our nice summer We Fest day and hear you sing. And this is your first time at We Fest, right?
It is. It'll be my first time, and hopefully, I'll bring some sunshine with me. So,
If it's still snowing in August, then I'm moving to South Carolina. I'll tell you.
one more
Well,
time.
right. Yeah. Well, we're so excited to see you at WeFest this summer. You've been on some impressive lists of women to watch in country music. How does it feel to be so embraced by your fans and the country
Oh,
music industry?
I'm honored, genuinely. I think it was such a big decision for me to move to Nashville in the first place. I've always loved music, and I've had a lot of women and men in general that have inspired me. So, just to get to finally be a part of a class of women that are so talented and that love country music and that are trying to keep country music alive, great honor for me. So, I'm hoping to just keep it going and do our women justice.
That's awesome. You know, I interviewed Cowboy Troy a couple weeks ago, and I had asked him about who are some of the acts that are performing kind of earlier in the day at WeFest that we should really keep our eyes peeled. And your name was one of the first names that came out of his mouth. And he just said how amazing you are and how rich the tone of your voice is. And he just said, basically, there's big things coming. Not that there's not big things happening right now, but there's going to be even bigger things coming in the future.
Cowboy Troy knows who I am.
Yes,
That's
he does. Speaking of other people that are performing at WeFest, Morgan Wallen and Brothers Osborne are also performing, and you have some history recording and performing with them. Can you tell us about the experience and maybe what we have to look forward to?
absolutely. So obviously Morgan was my first big tour, my first tour ever, I guess I should say. And that was right when I moved to Nashville. So obviously love Morgan Wallen. Had a lot of time with them. And I just love what they do. And then obviously Brothers Osborne, they are on the top of my bucket list. And I've thankfully gotten to go and tour with them and perform a song with them. But they were always such a big inspiration to me before I moved to Nashville. When I say, we were taking trips for about 1 week out of every month to go visit Nashville before I moved officially. And that is the only record. The Brothers Osborne record was the only one I kept playing over and over and over again. So it was a really full circle moment to be able to collaborate with them and become close friends with them.
Speaking of new music, so your new single, Dance with the Devil, is so great. You co-wrote the song. We'd love to hear how you find your writing partners and what are the inspirations for your songs.
For sure. I think one of the biggest things that's helped me have success in Nashville is writing with the people that know me on a personal level. They kind of know you as a friend more than anything else. And obviously you have amazing writers that you meet and get a great song with the first time. But I just feel like, you practice with your friends almost, and not even almost unknowingly. When you're spending time with your best friends, you're learning each other in a way that assists probably some neighbors from down the road. But you kind of learn how to assist each other in what you want to say, and you know how the other person's wheels are turning. So I think that has really been the biggest factor for me in terms of songwriting, is just writing with my closest friends who I can talk to anything and everything about, and they kind of know which direction you're going to go in your thought process. So I'm very thankful to have made some of my best friends in Nashville that I've ever had, that we get in a room and, we can talk for an hour before we even start writing a song. But those are the things that I don't think people realize, that is what gets you kind of that much closer to that song, is that personal time that you spend with each other, and you kind of think out your process, your plan, and just go for it. And there's no hesitancy or awkwardness when you're with those people. So I try to write with my close friends as much as possible, for sure.
You probably get the most authentic version of what you're trying to say when you're around people that you're comfortable with.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. That's all you want.
So I know you mentioned some of your big mentors that have really encouraged your process and hopes and dreams in the country music industry. Can you tell me who is on your personal playlist and what is your favorite song on there right now?
Personal playlist is all over the board. I will say that much, but I have a lot of like the oldies. I love, older 90s country music and 80s and Vince Gill. It's all over the board. Vince Gill, Ashley McBride, Brothers Osborne, Morgan Wallen, and then you have Cody Johnson, just Reba, Dolly. Literally, it just kind of jumps back and forth to whatever mood I'm in at the moment, and I'll just add something accordingly. But I think it's mostly a lot of your 90s country, and I think Vince Gill is probably one of my all-time faves on the playlist. I know he's an oldie but a goodie. But his voice and his songwriting it does so much for my soul. And I think it inspires me to tap into that part of myself when it comes to songwriting and singing.
So I guess I know you haven't been to WeFest before, but can you tell us, anything else you'd like to add or what you're most excited about coming to Sioux Pass Ranch? Yeah,
I'm just so pumped to finally get to, play another festival that is brand new to me, because I've been so grateful to have, been in the festival circuit for the past 3 years, but it's always that much more exciting for me when I get to add a new one to the mix in a place that I've never played before. So I'm just excited to get to meet the people there. That is my favorite part about every new festival, is meeting the fans, seeing what they're loving right now and feeling their energy from the stage. It is truly an unmatchable feeling. And I'm so honored for y'all for having me. So thank you so much.